because if he waits too long, Hoejja might be able to get a flank in. And Backho setting up a 5th base now at the top left, and Hoejja's going to fall behind if he doesn't do something about all these expansions of the Protoss army. And now we're going to see Backho's first-person view, and he is morphing a lot of Archons right now, and Archons are not fun to deal with if you are a Zerg player without Ultralisks. He will have Defilers, but yeah, the Defilers will help, but he needs to be careful of allowing Backho to gain so many Archons. Once that Archon force becomes quite large, and especially if he can combine some Reavers with it. I don't know if he's going for it, but if he does combine Reavers with it, that is an extremely deadly force for the Protoss. For the Protoss, and it's very difficult to deal with if you are Zerg. And the Zerg Hoejja is actually setting up the base in the bottom right now, and it looks like this lurker contain is going to, or this lurker line is going to be worn down by storms and some dragoons and things. It doesn't go down. There's still a lot left, and there is a Reaver there, and yeah, Hoejja is maintaining this line pretty well actually by popping observers constantly and doing things like that. And those storms, oh my god, those storms just melted all those Zerglings and a lurker or two in there. That was a lot of Zerglings that went down to a couple storms there. Defilers are out now. I don't know if he has Consume yet or not, but they will come into play. As soon as he has Consume, he will bring those into play and try to take down all these Templar and Dragoons. The storms, of course, will be very, very important when storm comes into play, as will the Archons and Zealots, but the Dragoons will have to back away, and more lurkers coming in here, but they're just going to get stormed again. More storm coming down, and another lurker goes down, but yeah, it just doesn't look like Backho has enough to quite break this line. There are a lot there, and Consume has been researched, so the Defiler is going, and that is drop tech. The Defiler is loaded up with a bunch of Zerglings. That is a lot of, I assume that that is probably Cracklings right now. That is probably a lot of Cracklings and a Defiler or two. Being loaded up, and I think he might be moving towards the, can't tell, maybe the top left. I think he might be going for a drop and try and take down that base that way. At the same time, Backho is going to attack this lurker line again, and this time that lurker line is going down. That lurker line is getting absolutely destroyed, and here comes some Scourge to try and take down the observers, but the observer's still alive. There's a few lurkers left, but not a lot, and Hoejja's kind of not being indecisive with his overlords, whether he wants to go reinforce with the drop or if he's going to go on the attack. He needs to decide one or the other. And he also needs to save the 6 o'clock base, because that 6 o'clock base goes down, then of course the base at the 5 o'clock becomes very, very vulnerable as well. And yeah, the overlords are just sort of sitting around. What are they doing? He's got to have enough armies in those overlords to go for a drop if he wants to. I think he should just go for it at this point. I'm not sure what he's waiting for. And Hoejja has been forced to drop back to another ridge line with his lurker, so he's going to put up another lurker line at that position. There's a lot of photon cannons up there in the top left for Backho, and they're definitely going to take down some of these overlords and things before anything happens. But a swarm goes down, 2 swarms go down, and this will probably be the end of the base because Cracklings do so much damage. And now a storm drop going down at the 6 o'clock position, and another storm. Go get another storm! Actually, Backho is being forced to defend as well, so we only got 1 storm off there. He did kill a few drones. But yeah, this base in the top left is going down to Cracklings, and everything's going to be eliminated there. There's no way that Backho's going to be able to save that. That was some great storming by Backho, being able to pick off the Scourge that were chasing that shuttle in the bottom left, and some more storms going down, but the drones had already been moved away, and now they're going to be reinforced back, but he's got to be careful because if Backho drops we're just seeing a little game here going down. Now the Scourge do come in, and they're going to take out the shuttle nest, and now there's two High Templar wandering around. Backho's going to try and get them to go do some more storms, see if he can get any more damage done with them before Hoejja clears them out. And we will see what he does. And he does look like he's retreated all of his drones away from that natural as well, so there won't be any storms going down there. But another good storm, killing off all the Zerglings that came in to kill this High Templar. One of the High Templar goes down, but one's still alive down there. I don't know if it has any storms left, but because that danger still exists, Hoejja has to be careful. So it looks like we are now back to 5-base Zerg versus a 4-base Protoss. But Backho has to be careful because of that drop tech, Hoejja can hit Backho's 6 or 12 o'clock base from 2 directions. He can just come in from the ground from beneath it, and he can also drop some Defilers and things to the top left. And if that High Templar has storm, he can destroy so many of these drones. And there's a storm, but so lucky. Hoejja got so lucky. That thing only killed 1 drone, but it could have easily killed so many more. It was so close. And Backho, you audacious man, you going for the middle double expo there. I think there's 2 gas as well as a double mineral line there. So if Hoejja doesn't, I mean, if Backho can somehow keep that alive, I don't know how he would. And an attack coming here at the 6 o'clock by Backho. Some really awesome storms going down again, taking down a ton of Zerglings. And I think Hoejja's really going to need some defilers here in order to take this down. Or more lurkers, more lurkers. He's going to need a lot to take this down. There's a ton of Archons, so many Archons. Those Archons are, the Zerglings are just melting to the Archons in the storm, and the lurkers just are not enough. And this base gets taken down completely and utterly, and that's going to be a huge loss for Hoejja. Now Hoejja's 5 o'clock base is also at risk. Backho is moving into that area to take it down, and at the same time taking back his base in the top left. And I think this base in the bottom right is also going to go down. I don't know how Hoejja could possibly defend it, but Hoejja moving out with the Defiler and Zerglings, he's going to stop this base in the middle from going up at all. And yeah, there goes the swarm, and this base will go down very, very easily and very, very quickly. And but the base in the bottom right is down, so now it's going to be 3 bases are left over for Hoejja and still 4 bases for Backho. Although I think that the natural for Backho is mined out and the main for Hoejja, I believe, is mined out, and the natural for Hoejja is nearly mined out. So this is not a good position for Hoejja. He really needs to get another base before he runs out of minerals. And now Backho moving across the bottom of the map, now going for that 3rd base. If Hoejja is unable to defend this, this is going to be it for Hoejja. Hoejja really needs to defend that 3rd base, because if he gets back down to 2 bases, that's going to be so much hurt. And now Hoejja going in at the 12 o'clock, they're throwing down some Storm and some Lurkers and some Zerglings, but there are Reavers there. Those Reavers are doing so much damage, taking down, I believe, almost all the Lurkers already. That Hydralisk den does go down, the Defiler Mound now is at risk, and that entire base is going down. That Defiler Mound is going to go down. Hoejja is in so much trouble. I don't know what he's going to do now. He's down to 2 bases now, and Backho still has a ton of bases and everything. He's going to have to be really, really good with this. A lot of Templar there. They might all get caught by some Lings and things. Oh my god, Backho. That is so many good storms, killing off so much. Wow, Hoejja goes down. Hoejja just could not keep up. Once he lost those bases in the bottom, he was just in trouble, and Backho storming the hell out of the Zerg there. I don't even know. That was probably, I would guess, over 100 Zerglings died purely to storm that game. That was incredible by Backho. Great storming and great attacks there, and taking down the bottom of the map there, and able to resist all of Hoejja's pushes. Hoejja was able to take down the base in the top left, but that just wasn't enough. And yeah, it looks like Hwaesung Oz is actually going to take down this match 3-0 off of Jaedong's Battle Royale ZVZ victory over Luxury. Hoejja taking down Flash, surprisingly enough, on Neo Medusa. And then Backho here on Heartbreak Ridge taking down Hoejja in what was a very, very good game. So, yeah, that's 3-0 victory for Hwaesung Oz over KTF MagicNs. I will see you all the next time I do a commentary.